My name's Ed. I'm studying design, drama and English. I am from Bristol and I'm a boarder. I've chosen design, drama and English simply because I love those subjects and that is what I want to pursue. So the fact that we can choose what subjects we want to it just makes it all more engaging. And from a social standpoint, as we feel older, we feel like we feel more comfortable in our surroundings. And during study periods, we can choose who we study with. Well, I love English for its creativity and how, well, in the poems and texts we analyse how much we can get out of those texts and how, from different perspectives, we can see just how different they are if you just look at them differently. And I'm loving design simply for the fact that we can just create essentially anything we want as long as we have a problem to solve. And that really makes us passionate for those projects, which makes us want to create them even more. I'd have to say interwoven, connected and special. I think it's the Benedictine values that holds much of the community together, and we live by that, and our community just holds that so close that the school community is just, it's like no other school I've been to, and you can feel that as you walk around the school. So Benedictine values is part of Downside life in a way. There's three of them which stand out to me, these kind of words that we live by. So there's discipline, stewardship and humility. And we hold those dear, especially on the sports field, as discipline means we keep our heads steady, we stay strong, we stay positive on the pitch. Even if we're losing, even if we're winning, we stay humble. Stewardship is we treat the opponents how we would like to be treated. We stay positive, we stay happy with them, and after the match, even if we win, even if we lose, we treat them as we'd want to be treated. The values are really important in that sense. So my house is Barlow, run by Mr. Potter. I quite like it for the fact that it's very old. You can feel it. You can feel it how old it is just by the architecture. House music, which we had earlier this year, where Barlow sang, what was it, Dancing Queen, and we drew with Cabell, I think, but I think Barlow had the edge on that. We have house rugby, which is probably one of the most competitive ones that it shows in the contact. And we have other house sports day at the end of the year, which is really, really fun. And we have house hockey, house football. I mean, it's the sports really that put the houses together at the end of the day. It'd have to be the sport. I think I've never known a sport team and a sports staff team that's just so caring and passionate about the players. They know all of them so well, and they're so determined to find the best parts of us and look after us and make sure that we become the best versions of us. Within house, I have a friendship group, which I quite like to stay in, but then occasionally I just go to Smythe a lot, and I have a big one in Smythe. And it's nice that I can move between houses with different friendship groups, because our year is just like that. We have friends wherever we go, but we have close ones that we can always rely on, whether it's in our own house or in other houses. Well, we always feel like we can come to teachers if we need the help. I mean, there's always clinics available, which is what I love. I mean, if you're struggling in certain aspects, you can just come to the teacher and say, I need some help. And they say, come to lunchtime, come to the breaks, I'm running a clinic. And that is what I really love, is that there's always help if you ask for it. And I'd say that during lessons as well, the teachers are really good at getting to you and knowing your strong points, your weak points, and asking, do you get this, do you don't get this? And that's great as well. The wide array of A-levels kept me here. I think drama is taken really seriously here by Miss McGarry, and she does it so well. She's a great teacher. So there's the subject choices. You've just got the freedom to it. I mean, there's in lower sixth, you got a lot of free study sessions, and as you progress into things like university, it really helps you prepare for all that free time and all the extra work you're going to have to do. And I think the idea of progressing up a boarding house which you're staying in for the last 2 years, I mean, you'd want to reach the top of that boarding house. I mean, I'm staying for that reason as well. I mean, to climb up getting up to the top of Barlow House is a great achievement, I think, and I'd like to be there. So sixth form for me is the freedom that I get around school. It's the study sessions I get. It's the way I can progress through a boarding house, and it's just simply the way that the freedom that we get. It's just such a step up from other years at Downside, and that's the reasons I'm staying for sixth form. So on Mondays we do golf at Farrington Golf Club, and that's really nice just to get out of school and just play some golf with your mates, head down to the cafe if it's a bit cold outside, and progress as a golf player, which is just one of the many activities there are. So during evenings there is so much to do in and around the boarding houses. I mean, for me, we go to Barlow occasionally into the study, and we play some board games, we watch a film if we want. We could go into social areas like the Rutherford Room, the JCR, which is for sixth form, and we're just given a good few hours just to chill out after lessons and prepare for prep, really. And that's really nice. The weekends, well, Saturday evenings I find myself in the cinema trip, which is really nice. Again, a chance to get out of school and see the new releases. Sundays I tend to go to open gyms, just to improve my strength for rugby, and mainly just to keep fit anyway. I also tend to do some biking. The biking is really fun. We've got some mountain biking. There's kayaking, I think I've done twice. A bit too cold for me, but if I want to, I could just step back in it. So in terms of the grounds outside of school, we're given so many pitches of rugby to play on, of football to play on in the Lent term. We've got 2 tennis courts, that's what I meant to say, and one of them's just been newly refurbished, which is really nice. There's a fantastic cricket ground, which is just amazing on the summer's day, and just a beautiful pavilion to view it on. And this is all 500 acres, so it's so much ground just for you to play sport on the weekends, to come up and watch, or if you just want to have a nice walk and just take maybe a couple of minutes out, just having a nice walk.